this isn't for you guys, but the restroom's over there. The keys are on the way out. If you have to go to the bathroom or do anything, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey. Woo! The LA School of Comedy that we just started right now. Woo! Okay, happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Did you guys have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I was working at the mall, so it was like fucking self-harm to be there. Just couple. I work at Bath and Body Works too, so like couple. And it's like, I just want to be in a relationship so bad. Like, I just want somebody who I can ask if they're mad at me all the time. And I feel like that's not so much to ask for. I saw a TikTok of Macklemore talking about his sobriety journey. And I was attracted to him, and that's jarring. Like, that's not, you can tell like a thrift shop. Okay, guys, let's get this show started. I'm gonna bring up our first comedian of the night. He's a showstopper, actual show starter. I love this guy. I learn a lot from him. Let's bring up the one and only Shannon O. Let's get some cannons with Shannon. Come on, get your ass over here and laugh. And we go.
Before I got to Southern California, I rarely heard about people's journeys. And every time I hear about it now, I definitely have, like, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Sam, you took the midnight train going anywhere. Journeys. Shit. Christianity, huh? You know who's the only person to witness the second coming of Christ? Mary Magdalene. Only one. Had been a good night though. He was ripped. As they say in Mexico, they call anybody named Jesus as Chewy. It'd been great if all the apostles was just like, Chewy! You've been spreading love? That'd have been great. Oh, shit. You know what I wish we could get rid of is the God-fearing Christian American test for candidacy for any office. You know? Well, you gotta pass the God test, right? You gotta prove that you're a believer and that I am, you know, a hard-working Christian American. I deserve your vote. However, if you're a true Christian, you believe in the rapture. All right? You believe that one day the apocalypse is going to happen and God will suck you up into the luxury box. Okay? Because you're with him. All right? And you all get to watch the game play out on earth as all the sinners battle it out. Devil's son versus God's son. You know? Who's the worst people? The boss's kid. Always. Boss's kid is always the shittiest fucking person. All right? No wonder it'd be the Prince of Darkness versus Jesus. Right? Oh, man. Also, you know, if you believe in being raptured, these aren't the most optimistic people to have planning for the future of humanity. Okay? The God test should be opposite. Okay? Like, all right, you are a true believer. You are a God-fearing Christian American. You're not allowed to vote. Right? You believe that you're going up there to live a fucking, like in some, like, I don't know, live on a cloud and all your wishes come true and shit. Then toil on earth. Don't be successful, okay? You're the ones that should be mining cesium, okay? All right? It shouldn't be some poor Indonesian kid, okay? Let's fucking throw the Christians in the mines. I think that would be fun. They already think they're going to a fucking, like, better place. They already have some weird inflated ego. Most of them are giant fucking hypocrites who hadn't read the book anyway. But that's just my feelings on that. So I graduated from MIT.
Yay.
The Mississippi Institute of Taxidermy. Hey, I won the Davy Crockett Merit Scholarship for bowel inflation and antler placement. Any of you motherfuckers go to school for free? All right, I think so. Mississippi. It's fun to say, it's not fun to be there. Hot, swampy. Although a lot of really, Southern belles is a real thing, man. They're racist as shit, but man, they can wear a summer dress. I'll tell you that. You guys know the word apartheid has the word hatred in it? Happy coincidence? I don't know. I like to do the jumble, what? It's like culture has cult, right? Right at the start. You think Scientologists go to AA so they could join another one? I do. Oh, man. Double standards. When I was younger and hotter, this happened to me several times. Yeah, get off work late or you're out wherever, trolling around. A hot girl will walk up and be like, pretend to be my boyfriend. And you'd be like, okay. With your dumb ass, dumb 25-year-old horny ass. The first thing you should do if a woman runs up and says, pretend to be my boyfriend, you should run. Get the fuck out of there, all right? Run your ass off. Because if she has a problem dangerous enough to deserve boyfriend attention, okay? I don't know what's following you. You're a stranger, okay? I don't care how cute those pigtails are, you know? Like, oh, man. It's a double standard. Imagine me running up to Sam out of nowhere. You're alone walking through like an arboretum somewhere, and you're like, pretend to be my girlfriend. How's that shit gonna work out? I don't think that's working out the same. All right? You're not gonna be like, okay. Lock it off. I'll protect you. Get away from me, bitch. Oh, man. Anybody a conspiracy theorist out there?
Woo!
Yeah. 'Tis the age, right? Yeah. They're everywhere. And I often look at conspiracy theorists a lot like religion, because there's always some secret entity out there controlling the entire thing that's going on, and you have no real choice in the matter, right? But also conspiracies are real. They are definitely real, okay? And not all of them are bad. Think about it. Underground Railroad. They were conspiring like a motherfucker, weren't they? Definitely conspiring. All right? Suffragette. All right? The girls had to get together in little salons by themselves and figure out how to fuck to vote. You know? French Resistance. Conspiring against the Nazis. Another good one. For some odd reason, the male gender is solely responsible for the placement of the toilet seat. Well done, ladies. All right? That is an argument that we never should have lost. It's an argument that never should have been had at all. All right? I got to take a dump a lot. Just as much as I got to piss. Well, not as much, but close. All right? So I definitely checked for the fucking toilet seat. For you to put that on me, that, oh, you put the toilet seat down, shut up. All right? Fucking check for the toilet seat, you dipshit. It's a dumb argument. It's why I don't date. I don't like illogical bullshit, and I won't put up with it. Right? You come at me with some crazy out of nowhere argument. You think you're gonna win the argument? You think you're gonna win? No. No. You think you can withhold pussy with me? Fuck you. I will jerk off all day. I'll jerk off in the kitchen and have the dog looking at me like, what's he doing? My God's up there too, like, what is he doing? Jesus Christ. It's not even over the trash can. Why does he have a carpeted kitchen? Who has that? Shit. You know what's a fucked up term is a paranoid schizophrenic. Because it implies that there are schizophrenics out there who find a measure of peace and solitude, right? From the cacophony of voices bouncing around their skull. You know? Like, where would I be without Jean-Claude? Where would I be without Matt? Where would I be? Not Margaret. You know? These people keep me sane. So what's up, ladies? What's up with midriff hoodies? Look, I'm a fan of midriffs. Mid-drifted all day. I'm down. Like, nothing wrong with it. But you are literally buying a sweatshirt you can't sweat in. Okay? And, all I'm saying, if you do want to be a nonsensical person, embrace illogical, you know, be a seamstress. Fucking fashion industry, man. That's one of the most senseless places you could possibly be. I live with a couple gay guys, believe me. I know. All right, have a good one, guys.
I love that. I'm gonna speak my Christian positivity because I have yet to go to church, but I work at the mall, and often I'll say hello to somebody, or we'll have like across the way like a compliment, and they'll come over and they'll start talking to me. I'm a talkable. I talk and then they talk and then, you know, I nearly get fired. But this woman actually, like yesterday, she was like, "You are so kind, like, you know, send out love and all this stuff." And then she quotes the Bible and she gives me like 5 hugs and walks away. Like, nobody's fucking doing that with the Torah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, real church songs too. Or like, "Are you ready for a miracle?" Like, we don't have that. Every single Jewish song's in a minor key. And then we eat. And then we talk about how we shouldn't be eating this much. And then we talk about the time when we had nothing to eat. But I love being Jewish. I love being Jewish, for real. I'll talk my shit, though. Okay, some people say Jesus was Jewish, right? Some people say Jesus is black. All I know is I could not bring him home to my mother. Because he didn't have a job. And he had the long hair, the sandals, wore a fucking dress all the time. She'd say, "Sam, I didn't think you would be with a frat guy." Okay, guys, how we feeling? Good? I love Shannon. I really do. Okay, I'm gonna bring up another comedian. I have to pick. Dude, this is so crazy. It's like I have all the time in the world. Okay, I'm gonna bring up somebody who honestly is a regular at this point. And I swear to God, every single time I say his name, I feel like I fuck it up, and I hate that. I'm gonna bring up the one and only Iman. Am I right?
Amen.
No.
Amen? Fuck me. Okay, bring up Amen. That's what I want to do, and I fucking went against it. I like you, dude, though. Kill it.
Mind if I bring up my snack?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, let me advertise it. The Stroop Waffles Company gets some free endorsements. Woo! Is this thing on? Or am I not talking loud enough?
It's a little low.
Now, yeah, let's talk about religion. You know, I was in one of those famous Facebook thread arguments recently about Yoga Barbie. You ever seen him? It? Seen it? Yeah, someone is just really complaining that Yoga Barbie is out there, and I understand she comes with some quotes from Hindu scriptures. Don't know what they are, but it's like it's satanic. It gets girls to think that it's okay to commit suicide or something like that. Oh, well, has there ever been a Christian Barbie? Does she come with a few quotes from the Bible that can be put on as bumper stickers? Praise God and pass the ammo. I believe in a war of the just. Just don't get it. But yeah, it was an open thread. So some of the practicing pagans and atheists got on board. They liked my quotes. I've known a lot of atheists, a lot of agnostics, agnostic atheists, deists, Hindus, Buddhists, you name it. And I'll tell you, some of those atheists, including the lesbians, they can quote the Bible by heart. I get along with them great because, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But then when they sometimes get kind of difficult in other issues. And then I just start bringing up some of the Christian quotes too. Because, you know, if you can't have a reliable friend, a respectable enemy is the next best thing, you know? Yeah. Now, I just got some Swiss waffles, these cookies that are really awesome. You ever get snacks from other countries? There are a few stores around here, like the World Market. They got these chips and they got these chocolates, and they're from Belgium and Germany and Liechtenstein. Oh, they're just incredible. It's like night and day when it comes to snacks. I know this. Has anyone had a Twinkie lately?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those things. Some of the ingredients. You gotta read those ingredients. They include some ingredients to, I guess, concrete, building materials. Yeah, you go to learn how to bake Twinkies, you have to learn how to fill in potholes on the street. While in Europe, if you want to make snack foods, you have to go to the Royal Culinary School. I haven't been to Europe, haven't had the chance to, but it seems very interesting. I'm watching all the European movies. I'm one of those weirdos, yeah, I'm the guy who likes subtitles. You know? Because, you know, those dubbed over voices can just be really kind of annoying. It's like, I'll get you for this yet. Screw you. But nuts. And Europe has a lot more trains than we do. Better train tracks. It's really night and day between the U.S. and Europe. In the U.S., the car is just canonized. It's the road trip vehicle. Just go anywhere in the country you want, and you are seeing the country. You're seeing a whole new world out there, right? It is, until you got to get out because your ass is falling asleep. and then your radiator overheats. Oh, it's just not a pleasant experience. But the train, what's wrong? What's it with the trains? There's nothing wrong with it. Your ass falls asleep anyway. But if there's a car crash, you're not liable. You're not the engineer. And if there's a train wreck, you have plenty of company. Oh, and there's a bar right in the next car. You know what I'm talking about, yeah. Oh, so what is it? Anybody watching what's going on around the world? I'm not. I'm just. You know, it's been reported that Joe Biden is not going to be doing any more of those Zoom meetings or the Skype meetings. He just kind of got his meetings mixed up with the schedule, you know. The other day he was meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky and later with some stars who have endorsed him in his last campaign. He asked Volodymyr how he felt about appearing in the next Marvel Comics movie. And an hour later he was offering to sell rocket launchers to Leonardo DiCaprio. So, it's going to be in-person meetings from now on. Now, guy Julian Sands is still missing, right?
Yeah.
Went up in the mountains. I've spoken to a lot of people who like to go hiking in the mountains. They do it to get away from the big city. That's understandable. And they also wanted to get away because, you know, the rain that we had was just like the end of time. So they thought, we'll just escape this lousy weather. Escape the rain by going up to where it's snowing more than ever. Yeah, reminds me of my last girlfriend. She wanted to go up in the mountains during a heat wave. Yeah, we ended up going up an erupting volcano. Oh, but it's not as bad. Not as windy. Oh, I wish a funny thing could have happened to me on the way here. But I'm an aspiring actor, not just a comedian. I try to be as dramatic as possible. But like I say, I'm not like a lot of howdy people with the chip on the shoulder. I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have delusions of adequacy. Anyone here play video games? Do you know that there are actors who basically play those characters?
Yeah.
Last of Us. People go to school for that. They go to school to learn how to go like this. Pass me the ammo. Forget about praising God. And just going. God damn it, you didn't give me enough ammo. There's a school for that. And there's a school for being Godzilla or any sort of monster. Yeah, you have to know the character of Godzilla because he has a set of characteristics. I understand he's kind of like this. You got to do it that just the right way, otherwise they're going to say, cut, no, that's a velociraptor. Yeah, your tuition is going to that. Seriously. Oh. But I got into acting when I was younger. And certainly not because of reading Shakespeare. If they teach you Shakespearean plays in school, they should really inspire you to want to read more of it. Not to hate Romeo and Juliet with a passion. Seriously. Why? It makes a person just want to become a preacher, I tell you. And so, I've also got to change. I think I have to upgrade my phone. Do you know, it's been studied that people who lose their phone have the same sort of panic attack as as when they're in a life-threatening situation. Yeah, just the other day, it happened to me. Something happened with my phone, and just something about the touch screen. And it's like, why can't I press send? Why can't I do that? It's like, it's almost like when you have migraines or some undiagnosed disease. It's one thing if you sprain your ankle, break a bone, you got indigestion. You know what it is. You got some other disorder or some problem with the touchscreen and it's not cracked. Panic attack! I mean, do they have a medicine for it yet? If they don't, well, they've got to get on the ball. Because I understand if the rapture comes, they're going to need a medicine for that. They're going to need more drinks, too. But I think that's all of it for me, and thank you very much, and have a nice life.
Give it up for Raymond! Woo! Woo! Comedy.
Sorry about that. Oh, sorry.
Comedy.
Sorry to you.
Comedy. I gotta try more international snacks.
They're awesome.
Dude, I told I was like, yeah, I like Hershey's chocolate, and people really get it on you about it. Have you tried Swedish chocolate? You
won't touch Hershey's again.
Go to 7-Eleven. And
No.
that's my passion as an American. That's where I meet people. That's where I see things. I sit by the Slurpee section and I write my comedy. And dude, that's like some fucking white girl shit. I learn about the world. I put myself out of my comfort zone. I sit by the Slurpee section of my local 7-Eleven and I ask people what brought them there today. And I film it for my podcast. I don't do that yet. Okay, let's bring up another comedian. I'm gonna bring up somebody I've yet to see, but I'm excited to. The one and only comedy of Roberto. Woo! Shift this bump, that was weird.
You come to these things and expect the comics to be prepared.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that everyone's been talking about religion because I'm an atheist and so much of my act is just me.
All right, I'm done.
All right, see ya.
I'm out. It's been a long day. I'm sorry to be rude.
Fair enough.
But I'm not here anymore. God, this is bullshit. Thank you, I'm out.
I love you.
It's all right, sir.
This is for soon.
You should have known he was walking into a den of heathens.
I'm here every week, dude.
Okay.
3 times a week. I just don't want any more of this bullshit tonight. I've had enough of it. But enjoy.
Could have waited for the jokes first.
So there ain't gonna be any jokes.
Not the first time.
Really?
Okay.
Well, he just became Mormon. Give him a second.
Wow.
Again?
Talk your shit, man. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm not sure I am.
I love it.
No.
You're right.
He freaked
No.
out on me for the same thing like
We-
a couple
Okay.
weeks ago. So
We
go
love
off.
you.
We like
The
you.
funny thing is, I actually grew up Catholic, so
Usually how that goes.
That is.
Get him back in here.
No, Christmas can't stand the heat.
well, when you grow up Catholic, you hear this a lot: that God loves everyone equally. And what that means is God has poor standards. I mean, come on, think about it. Hitler. Don't even have to go on there. Jeffrey Dahmer. I could kill everyone in this room, eat your dicks, munch on some tits, and God would still have a place in his heart for me. And maybe it's good that that guy left.
Wow.
It's a good joke, though.
Here on Earth, people have to work very hard to establish a relationship of trust. And if one of you cheats on the other, it is impossible, or at least very improbable, for things to work out. So why would anyone in their right mind just give into a relationship where it's like, yeah, I love you, sure. That's basically every Nigerian scammer, right? Or not, well, you know, when they message you over Instagram saying that they're a hot 25-year-old and they just want to visit the U.S. Religion, for this reason, is just fucking hypocritical. Why, for example, should I care about the rules and punishments of someone who thinks it's okay to give AIDS to babies in Africa every day? Or someone who lets the people of North Korea suffer while their leader stays fat? I don't quite understand it. And you know, I was on the internet the other day, as I'm wont to be. Man, I have too much free time. But anyway, I was on Reddit, and I came across a random banner that said, Jesus confronted racism with love. Really? Religion can't decide if Jesus was black or white, and you're now telling me he confronted racism. Did Jesus ever meet a Chinese person? Did he ever leave a, 50-mile radius from where he was born? He wasn't kicking it with Scandinavians or with Jesus down in Mexico. Or Mayans or whatever. Ah, fuck. I go to school, so I rarely have time to come out these days. So I'm not
Yeah.
School. This is school.
Nah.
We know it's not for you, Henry, but for us. I'm like,
It's warfare.
How old are you, Henry? 20. Well, okay.
You can go in on me. It's fine. Go for it.
No. I'm 28.
Oh, okay.
And I am only just now applying for 4-year universities. Because I spent a lot of my early 20s just fucking around.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
And I regret it. But don't worry. It's very likely you won't have that same regret. But we'll, get back to me in 10 years. So back to, weird-ass relationship with God. If I killed 50 people, but then at the end of my set told you to all study hard and eat your vegetables, would you give a fuck? Oh, and also, you can't kill people because only I can do that. That's the type of all-powerful being we're dealing with, and I think that's enough on that. Actually, so Jesus confronted racism, right? No. The only thing Jesus confronted was severe hygiene issues, number one.
Oh my god.
As well as paternal abandonment issues. Because if, I'm acquainted with the Bible and that's how it went. God basically just hit it and quit it. God stuck it up Mary's ass and then went out for a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Or, well, to be more specific, he ascended to a higher plane where his son could never find him. Think about that. That's the worst one yet. Like, sure, your dad in the real world abandons you, but there's a possibility you could find that fucker on Facebook one day. God is in another reality. And so that's the Jesus that people should be thinking about. In fact, Jesus was God, right? So he technically banged his own mom.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm guessing that's why God threw down Freud a couple thousand years later, like, I feel bad about that shit. Here, talk about it. Here's a silly one-liner. If we ever colonized the moon and built a Disneyland on there, would we have to rename Space Mountain to Here Mountain? Oh, that was stupid.
This mountain.
I didn't really pay attention too much to politics, but I came across this story the other day. The FBI is searching Pence's... By the way, how much time do I have? Because last time I was here, it was like they changed it to 10 minutes.
Like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's
I don't have 4 minutes of material. Don't worry, people.
I believe in you.
So yeah, the FBI were searching Pence's house for documents, and they found some. And then Pence said, "Mother won't let me testify." And mother is what he calls his wife. But I was reading... No, this is true. This isn't even a joke. That guy was your vice president for 4 years. But as far as, like, excuses not to go to court, that's an interesting one, right? That at least shows a disconnect between Pence, conservative Christian white guy, and the rest of the U.S. Because you wouldn't say, if you were a minority like myself, and you had to go to court, I can't because my wife's a bitch. No. No. I don't know where I'm going with this. Your Honor, that couldn't have been me at the crime scene because I was out past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Sir, you're a 63-year-old man. Oh, I was also reading about... So India apparently attempted to rebrand Valentine's Day as Hug a Cow Day. And CNN decided to devote an entire article to that. And just by the headline, I could tell you why it didn't work out. Number one, you can't fuck cows. I mean, not without great difficulty, but very nice. Oh, fuck. There was more to that. A comedian friend of mine, was telling me the other day that he had done a gig at a retirement home. And I was thinking about it, and if I ever get to the point in my stand-up career where I'm doing gigs at a retirement home, I think I'll just hang it up. I mean, I think actually, and I was having a conversation with my great aunt about this, I would use that as an opportunity. We were talking about money, I would go there and ask, which one of you old bitches has money in the bank? Step up, and if you have dementia, that's a plus. We'll say we fucked. All right, that's it for now. Thank you.
Woo! Let's do that, guys! I like that. Yeah. Not the first time I've heard a man say, "I won't fuck a cow" in the same room as me. No. As someone who's done a gig at a retirement home, I just gotta say, you're talking shit on something you don't know about, okay? Smells the fucking same as it does here. And they physically can't get up. Oh, wait. wait, that's mean. Some retired people can get up and leave. Henry, I really, when you tell me I'm good, I don't feel good. That made me feel bad. Oh, but yeah, this is our space. This is our time. Grateful for you guys, and I fucked with that. Okay, let's keep this show going. I'm gonna bring up the comedy of the one and only Denise. Woo! Let's give it up. Give it up. Be easy. Just give it up. Give it up. Just give it up.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I had a friend the other day that did a comedy at a prison. Prison comedy. Very captive audience, I'm sure. I don't know, just to keep it going. I hadn't planned on doing any religious comedy, but just to conform with the group. Can you imagine being in a mommy and me group with the Virgin Mary? Imagine just knowing your kid is better than everybody else's kid in there. You know? Brag about your kid walking. Your kid can walk. My kid can walk on water. You know, your kid can read. My kid speaks all languages and in tongues. Virgin Mary, I'm sure she was a real bitch to do it. But you can't kick her out of the group because she brings the wine. But then what you have to do is you have to spread the rumors and the gossip about her, you know? Did you hear she and her husband Joseph went out on vacation for 3 days home and didn't realize that they left their kid back at the Holiday Inn? You know? And then I hear Joseph isn't really the kid's father. So, who is that? There have been so many mass shootings going around that I'm like,
Don't worry.
anybody in here packing? Y'all look like Republicans. Y'all got guns up in here? It's all good in the hood?
Fantastic.
Because I got my red bag over there.
Yeah.
I'm good up in here. My cousin's a member of a gang. No, he's not. I don't even have a punchline. Did you guys have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm single, so I really didn't like celebrate Valentine's Day, but it's like one of my favorite holidays because the candy's half off. You know, so today I really racked up. Got my candy for the rest of the summer and nice flowers and stuff for 75% off. So why am I here? I am here to talk about just a couple things I was working on. Guys, there are certain classes that you just shouldn't take online. My dumbass cousin Cecil is taking an online swimming class. An online swimming class, and he's in the living room wearing goggles, a swim cap, Speedos, and Crocs, practicing for his final exam. He is like backstroking. And the fucked up thing is I had to go in a couple times and save him from drowning. I need to work on that a bit. I just came from a gender reveal party.
Woo! Always.
My 6'2" co-worker Ralph is now identified as going by Rachel. So if we don't start referring to him as Rachel, we could get written up, and that's going to be very, very hard for me because I've already referred to her as bitch. we've known that, after hours he goes by Rachel. Rachel is his true persona, who he identifies with, and things like that. Because we're all like a close knit group in our department. We go for like the cocktail hours at the local popular pubs over in West Hollywood and things like that. So he joins us as Rachel. And it's so funny that when all of us are sitting at the table, and when the women decide, that we're gonna like take a bathroom break, because women, we go to the bathroom in packs, right?
Yeah.
And that's very important. And you probably wondered why women go to the bathroom in packs. Is because never leave your bitch at the table with some man, okay? Never leave a bitch at the table with some man, because that's how, when you wonder, like, Steve and I were doing great, and suddenly he just broke up with me. It's because that bitch Rachel badmouthed you while you were in the bathroom. So all ladies, we go to the bathroom in packs. And so when Rachel/Ralph, is standing there in the line with us, because there's always a line that snakes around the corner for the women's restroom, right? Mm-hmm. That's when Rachel decides she wants to be Ralph again and just ease on over to the men's bathroom. I'm like, no, bitch, it doesn't work like that. We're in this together. You stay your ass right here as Rachel and wait for a stall like the rest of us. Politicians. A politician is the only Ishan job that you could just wake up one morning and decide that's your career. Think about it. All other Ishans, a beautician, you can't even wash hair legally in the state of California unless you are certified by a board, A technician, even a magician, you have to get training, right? Name any Ishan job. Just think about it. Name any Ishan job. A mortician, a clinician, any Ishan job. You have to go to school. You have to study. You have to prove yourself that you are worthy of such an Ishan title job, with the exception of a politician. And therefore, now George Santos, we're paying him $175,000 a year because he woke up one day and said, you know what? I think I could do that. So for any 20-year-old that's currently sleeping on the couch, you are no longer a bum. You call your mom tomorrow and say you are now a politician. And just hear the pride in her voice, What else do I want to talk about? I don't have anything else, really. What do you guys want to talk about? Tomorrow I'm going to be performing at Comedy Chateau.
Woo!
7:30 show in North Hollywood. You guys would like to come out and see me bomb like I'm doing right now.
No.
And what else do I want to talk about?
Manumission.
Ammunition?
No, manumission.
Manumission?
Yeah, it's setting slaves free.
Setting slaves?
I was going with the
Emancipation?
issue. No, manumission.
I have not. Well, obviously,
That's what
I'm
it's-
black.
that's
We
what
didn't know about such things
I was just going with issues.
to pursue.
That's a good one. That's a
No,
good
yeah.
one.
Well, that's one we probably should study. Anyway. Of course she's late. She's black. Come on in. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Anybody else in here besides me, your healthcare plan is NyQuil?
Yeah, I have two in my pocket.
I take that shit for everything. It got me through COVID. It got me through my broken foot. It got me through yeast infections. I take that shit for everything. And basically any medicine that comes with a shot glass, I am all for that. I am all for it. I wish Al was here, because I think he would have liked my little Virgin Mary. I'm going to call him and tell him that on the way home. Thank you guys. Have a great evening.
Right.
Denise. I want to come see you tomorrow. Or Hollywood is a schlep, but it's kind of a nice club. That's awesome, dude. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Getting booked and shit. Getting booked and shit. Comedy, am I right? It's fucking real. It's fucking visceral. It's fucking stinky. It's not initiation, that's for sure. That's for goddamn sure. That's for goddamn sure, because I know nothing. But what I do know is that we have more people who need to come up here and talk about things that they know. So let me bring up the comedy of the one and only Henry Les. Woo! Let's give it up, Henry.
Thank you, Sam. Roberto, right? You were the best set of the night so far. And I'm doing new stuff, so it won't be as good, so good shit. Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened. And I wasn't going to talk about God or anything like that specifically because I knew of the consequences that could possibly happen. But since there are none anymore, then I'm going to just go for it. I am a Jewish man. My name is Henry Laz. I'm a Jewish comedian from New York because there were not enough already. And I'm a poli-sci major, and I was thinking about it, and I figured out how to solve the Israel-Palestine crisis, okay? Not only did I figure out how to solve it, Luke, it's a 3-step plan. This is how easy it is, all right? Number 1. Israel cuts ties with the United States, alright? It's not helping anyone. They already have the military might. It's fine, you know? We don't need them colluding with the United States, alright? Step 2. They join together, okay? Israel and Palestine join together, one force. Step 3. They kill Christians. The one thing they can agree upon. Come on. This is the one way we can get a one-state solution between them. We can get peace, finally. It would be so sick, honestly. Jesus was Jewish. Everyone forgets that. He was definitely Jewish. That's the thing. Yeah, it's history. Like, Alexander the Great, history, and he lived 400 years before Jesus. Motherfucker definitely exists. It's just whether or not you believe he's the son of God is a whole nother thing. Anyone worry about the Ukraine crisis when it first started happening? Like, you were, like, a little bit, like, I remember, like, morning in Ukraine is, like, night-ish here, and I stay up late, so I would be, like, checking the news, and I'd be like, oh my god, like, you know, everyone was, like, on Twitter, like, World War III, like, what's happening, you know? Like, I was at least a little bit worried, right? You know, like, no one else, just me, like, I don't know, like, now, no one cares anymore, you know? I go to the New York Times, they still have the little ticker, like, the little Ukraine ticker on the bottom, but no one gives a little bit of a fuck anymore, like, my neighbor is still flying the Ukraine flag, you know, doing their part, respect, but, no one gives a flying fuck. Honestly, it's like it's like earthquakes, you know? Like, I remember in kindergarten when you, like, find out about earthquakes and you're like, the ground is gonna shake and the buildings will come down? What? Like, what do I do? You know, it's like when you hear about lava, it's like you think it's gonna be a big problem in your life. Like, fuck, like lava, like it's a liquid fire? Where does this shit happen? Like, how often does quicksand appear? I'm worried. You know, and then I get to LA, I'm in college, and then, like, earthquakes happen, and it's just like, alright. You know, it's kind of fun, everything shakes a little bit, and then everyone congregates on Twitter to be like, oh, was that an earthquake? Yes, it was an earthquake. That was indeed an earthquake, just so you know. It was like 2.1, but yeah, it was an earthquake. Everyone at 2 a.m. on Twitter, it's cute. Yeah, I don't know, I really thought when I was younger that, like, lava was going to be a much bigger problem in my life, and it's fine. Ugh. Anyone ever worry? Like, no one worries about the DPRK. No one gives a flying fuck about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, also known as the Northern Koreans. I talk about this because I study poli-sci, and one of my professors today was, like, talking about it, and he was kind of saying how, like, North Korea has nuclear warheads, multiple, which are very much capable of hitting the western seaboard of the United States, like where we are right now, and it's just like, Who cares, you know? I don't know. It's just like no one talks about shit like that. No one gives a no one cares. South Korea's there like, guys, they're hacking into our cybersecurity space. They're guys, they're getting stronger. We don't know what to do. Please, guys. Oh, man. There was a shooting at Michigan State. Super lit. Woo. Oh, it's fucked. I have a friend who goes to Michigan State, and I felt like I should have texted her. And I didn't, and I kind of feel bad. And, like, I don't know, I feel like I should have. But also I saw, like, she posted on her Instagram story, like, I know she's fine. You know, like, she's calm. I just imagine, like, she's getting, like, enough texts, you know? She doesn't need, like, me to just be like, oh, hey, hope you're okay. And not to mention, I do know she's okay. It's like, I don't know, like, I have a friend whose team made the Super Bowl. And actually, to be fair, I texted him and he responded pretty quickly. I was like, hey, man, congrats on the Eagles. You going to the game? He was like, fuck yeah, man, I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't know. We have drones, right? Like, I'm confused about the whole balloon thing. Like, why we're using, like, it's like a spy balloon. Like, oh, we have to use the weather balloons. Like, I don't get the strategy. Like, I feel like we have better ways of spying. Do we not? Like, is the strategy like, oh yeah, we had the Macy's Thanksgiving Christmas Day parade, and somehow Pikachu ended up in Guangzhou, China. I mean, no one knows how it happened, but he's up there, man. It's not our fault. The wind. China's cool though. I saw a story of a woman who on TikTok, she was being fined $18,500 because she filmed herself purchasing, cooking, and eating a great white shark. In her defense, she was told it was a Great Dane. Okay? 6 minutes. Shannon, what you been doing? Shannon, give me something to talk about, Shannon.
My 30-year-old parrot died.
What?
Why was your parrot 30 years old, and why did you have a
Because it's
parrot?
an African gray parrot, and they live to be 90 to 100 years old.
And it was
It
only
wasn't
30?
mine, it's my roommate's, but, you know.
Basically.
At least I came home to almost a bonfire in the place the other night after, like, Delphi.
Alright, firstly, good riddance. Fuck that little shit, fucking bird. I hate birds so much. Like, was it not you who said that if you can't if you're keeping a bird or, yeah, it was you who said that, yeah. Oh, you were also talking about putting the toilet seat down, and it reminded me of a conversation I had with you, Sam.
Oh no.
Yeah, on the way back from the Fanatic Salon, when we were talking about it, and you were like, yeah, I was like, I went to pee at the Fanatic Salon, and I was wet, and I was like, why the fuck are you going to the Fanatic Salon not looking where you're gonna pee, Sam? Like, you have to stay on your fucking toes, man.
Yep.
It's the Fanatic Salon.
And you can't get wet there. Can't get wet, yeah.
I'm always wet. I stay wet, but like.
Fanatic Salon, I walk in dry. Sorry. What
have you been up to, Luke?
Oh,
I paid. I'm gonna use the time, guys. Fuck you.
Did you
I don't
pay?
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I've been up to.
You been up to any gay stuff?
I mean, not recently.
No gay
Not
stuff?
not this week.
Why aren't you happy?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I can't find the answers. I don't
Do you
know.
think if you were more gay more often, it'd be, like, better? But, like, this is the thing. I feel
Could be.
like...
That's a good point.
I don't know. Is it, like... do you want to find gay love? Because I feel like...
I just want to find love.
Oh, wait. Are you gay or bi?
I don't
What
know.
are you, Henry?
I don't know.
You talk about being gay a lot.
Yeah,
It's
because I'm
making
covering
me
up.
really excited. I have
Yeah,
to
I'm
say.
covering
It's
up.
making me really excited.
I don't know. I'm like, oh, what do I know about Luke? He's gay. Let's talk about it. Go for it, Roberto.
Exactly.
What do you think that old guy's opinion who left is about gay people?
Oh, he loves gay people.
So, yeah, I don't know, honestly.
That was pretty good.
Albert is weird. But also, this is my thing.
I
Like,
sucked
people...
Albert's dick.
It's gay. It's really gay to think that being gay is a choice. I've talked about this. Like, it's so gay to think that being gay is a choice. Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm choosing to be attracted to women. I'm also choosing not to be attracted to cock. Okay, like I'm making that choice. All right, you know, I won't be attracted to cock. I promise. Like, I don't know. I think that shit's gay as fuck. Like,
Can.
to make that, like, be like, oh, I'm making the choice to not be attracted to men. You're gay. Like, accept it. You're gay. I don't know. In response to Albert, he's getting up there. If I was as close as he is to the pearly gates, I would probably want to believe in something as well, so I don't blame him. But he is a little bit rude about it, and it kind of sucks that he did it in the middle of your set. Especially, though I will say, at least he did do it at the beginning, because if he had heard your punchlines, it would have been way worse. Though it also is funny that all it took was, I'm an atheist. Nope, I'm an atheist. No!
I've been to a lot of open mics over the years, and it normally takes a lot.
No, he's
more.
like,
Yeah.
it's a little bit rude to say, like, oh, I'm here 3 times a week. Like, no, you have to learn to take shit. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, alright.
You can do this off live too.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
don't
could
know.
just talk after.
Yeah, we'll talk after. You guys can find me on Instagram at Henry Laz. I'll be at the Chateau on Friday, which I remember I went on Sunday and I was like, oh man, I hope I get booked. And at the beginning, Felix is just like, after your set, go get booked. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm not special at all. Great, thanks, Felix. But no, it's a good room. All right, have a good night, everyone.
Give it up for Henry, also getting booked. Let's give it for Shannon, shaking his thing. I was gonna talk about the toilet seat thing because basically it's like, there's so much logic in it because when you go to the bathroom, you flush and you turn around and you're looking at the toilet and you see that it's up, and it's not like you can't. If you have an external genital, you can pee with the seat down or up. But if you need to sit down, you can't sit down when the seat's up. And I stand by that. I don't know. I guess that makes me a fucking atheist. Where's the door? Do you remember when he said I sat down in Fanatic Salon and what he said? Sam got wet. Like, why would he say it like that? One time Henry looked at me and he said, yeah, if I chopped up all your body and just looked at your face, you would seem Jewish. And it's like, why couldn't he say I had a Jewish face? Anyway, that is what you said.
Is that actually?
Yeah, this is my time too, so it's real. I'm going to bring up our headliner of tonight, the one and only Angela. I love your shirt. Let's do it. Get up here. Woo. You, right, Angela? Yeah. We met. I don't know if we'll talk after. Okay, get up here. You're such a sweetie, though. Okay.
Did I really say if I chopped off your body?
We'll talk after the show. Woo! Hell yeah, Angela.
What's up? What's up? Okay.
What's up?
All right, I'm gonna have to cheat. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm definitely gonna have to cheat because I don't know. It's like I just wanted to come and get on the mic, but I just hadn't really prepared anything.
It's okay.
All right. So, some of you may or may not know that I am from the DMV, and I don't mean the Department of Motor Vehicles here. What do I mean? I mean DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So yeah, that's where I'm from. I used to work for a man named Uncle Sam. Some of you may know about him. You might pay your taxes to him every year if you pay taxes, or unless you're, exempt like Donald Trump. But anyway, so I used to work for this man named Uncle Sam, aka the federal government. I hated my job. I work with a bunch of bureaucrats. I am not a bureaucrat. I'm kind of a free spirit, so I definitely did not fit in. That's one of the things I love about LA, because I feel like, I'm amongst other free spirits and artistic type people, So I hated my job so much that I would take off every 3 months. I would tell them that one of my grandparents died. And I would tell them that my grandparents died. So I would, how you have to, sometimes with jobs, in my job, I had to give them a program to prove that a grandparent died. So I would just make the program. And so my grandparents, who were all dead one time, became like Jesus, died and rose again, you know what I mean? So so that happened. Then, one of the things with my federal government job, I used to have to write talking points. for the President of the United States. And yeah, it's pretty heavy, a lot of pressure. If there was something going on with my portfolio of places, then I had to write talking points and hope that he will say something that I labored hard over to, to give him to talk about. So I remember, I think the last straw for me was I was watching the president's press conference, and I had to write like a page and a half of talking points. And the only thing I heard the president say that I had written was, "That's all the information we have for you." I was like, that's it. I quit. I'm done. Because y'all, if I had not left the federal government, I would have made Black history in a bad way. And that is so true. Then I decided that I wanted to get into acting. Well, I had always wanted to get into acting, but I decided, after I left the federal government, I'm going to get into acting. So my first TV show that I appeared on was The House of Cards. It used to be on Netflix. Woo! Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, 3.5. Cool. Thank you. 4. Okay, cool. Yes, thank you all so much. That's exactly what I did on television. I was a clapping congresswoman. And my term of service was 6 seconds on stage. 6 seconds on camera. Yeah. So then I went to jail. Woo! Yeah, I went to jail. Thank you so much. I don't think I really want to talk about why I was in jail. But I would report by taking a bus from D.C. to New York City. And the proof that I was in jail, you would see me on Orange is the New Black. So we were all let out 2019, just before the pandemic. So I was so happy. Yes, free at last, like Martin Luther King. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. You know what I mean? But then on Monday, I was put back in jail for some movie. So anyway, let's see. So oh man, there was something. Okay, well, my family has a great relationship record. My parents have been married for over 50 years. And yeah, I know. Thank you. So kind. Thank you. 2 claps. I appreciate that. And both of my siblings have been with their spouses for over 20 years. And I've been with my therapist for 3 years. Now, I would never, ever marry my therapist because he keeps seeing other people and I don't share. Okay? Yeah. How much time do I have?
Like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Dang it, it was something else I wanted to talk about. But anyway, I'm an old-fashioned kind of person. I hadn't had a microwave since President Obama had black hair and Donald Trump was a TV reality star. I never had a flat screen TV. I always had a fat screen TV. Baby got back. You know what I mean? Baby got back. You all, my TV was so old that it was made in the USA. Yes. So the doctor, I encourage everyone to go get your checkups. Go get your checkups. I went to the doctors, and when I arrived, they had me fill out this questionnaire, and it was like, one of the questions asked, have you ever had children? Darn it, I can't remember that joke now. But it was, have you ever had children? And, wait, no, I'm sorry. I remember. Okay, rewind. Okay, the question asked, are you of childbearing age? I was like, I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Who's to say? So I asked the lady at the desk, I was like, you all have this question about childbearing age. We all consider to be childbearing age. And she says, nowadays we go to 50. I was like, 50? Yes! I still have a chance. Only thing is, if I wait that late, I might forget where I put the baby. So the baby cries, you know what I mean? So, you all, I am, you can see I'm a black woman, okay? But I am here to confess that I am in the process of losing my black card. Because I don't like sweet potato pie. And a few years ago, I tried to become a plant-based eater, vegan plant-based eater. And so I ended up backsliding Like, I was doing really good, you know, eating vegetables, no dairy products, nothing like that. I was doing so good. And then I backslid and started eating meat again. But when I started eating meat again, I didn't want chicken. So, y'all, I don't even eat chicken. That's why I'm about to lose my black card. Okay? So, if you see me change colors like Michael Jackson, you know what happened, okay? And I guess, let's see, what can I leave y'all with since... relationships have always been interesting for me. Have you all heard about 3D printers?
Yes.
Right. So 3D printers can make a lot of things, right? I mean, they can make. I saw that they can make a house. I saw that they can make some kind of guitar. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, if I'm not married by the end of the year, I'm making my husband on a 3D printer. And he's gonna come in all the dimensions, and I mean his arms. Yes, and so, you know, if it works out for me, then I'm going to be like Oprah. You get a husband. You get a husband. Everybody who wants a husband gets a husband, okay? Won't be cars, okay? And so, I guess the last thing I'll leave, has anyone ever had their heart broken? Okay, nobody has. Okay. 1, 2, and I heard it, okay. Well, if you're scared to admit it, just blink your eyes, because we'll have a secret support group afterwards. And I'll start with my story. I had my heart broken. I cried over the guy for 3 months, and we were together for 3 days. Now, I don't know if we were official or not, because he never accepted my friend request on Facebook. So on that note, my name is Angela Moore. Thank you all so much. Y'all have been great. I really appreciate it.
Give it up for Angela, guys. Fucking energy. I'd fucking bottle Angela and sell that shit at Bath and Body Works. Okay, you thought you was the headliner? What made you think that? What made you think that? I'll just start gaslighting you. No, I know. That's a joke. I'm gonna bring up what may or may not be our headliner. I feel like you have such an expressive face, and I do this thing where I search for validation and people I don't even know, and whatever. You did have a great set, whatever. But yeah, just like, yeah, I didn't know. He's already a headliner. Okay, bringing up to the stage, a great friend, a great comic, Lenny. Lenny Mackenzie. Comedy.
Lenny Mackenzie.
Okay, I know you all want to go home. We'll make it quick. Alright. A long way till you're done with that, because this is one's going to be a little bit something. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Okay, Valentine's Day. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it up for the ladies real quick. Round of applause for ladies. Let's go. Hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Because that shit is all for you. I just really wanted to show my appreciation for the ladies real quick, because I know that, you know, we do Valentine's Day just for you, and I know that you got to put up with a lot of bullshit in your life. I know there's a lot of shit in your life that is really uneasy for you to deal with. And this set might be one of them. And you actually thought I was going to say something nice. What was I? I don't want to break this mic stand, so I'm just going to... That shit is falling apart. And this set might be one of them. So, you all, everybody bought your special someone something on Valentine's? No. Did you? Good. I didn't either. I don't spend any money on her. I fucking refuse to. Why? You know? Time is money. I give her more than enough of my fucking time. I have jokes to write and shit. The fuck do I gotta give her money on top of that for? You know what I mean? Shit, if I got paid by the hour, I'd be a fucking millionaire already. If I was gonna give her money for anything, and so I could have more of my fucking time back. Shit. This time is money after all. I found myself being racist the other day. Come on in. Not too proud of it. I saw a light-skinned woman with a like a real light skin, not black light skin, but like light skin woman with a pregnant belly, and I realized to myself that I never like imagined getting a white girl pregnant, because like where I grew up, that's just not something I saw for myself. And also I don't really like fair skinned people. I'm just gonna be honest with you, like not as an entirety. Just like I'm not too fond of a lot of those cultures, you know what I mean? Like I'd never get an Irish girl pregnant because I don't want my baby to have fetal alcohol syndrome. I'd never get a fucking Japanese girl pregnant because I wouldn't have to share my baby's stuffed animals with her. I'd never get a white American girl pregnant because they're fucking awful. I'll never get a Russian girl pregnant because that baby would have even smaller baby inside of it. That smaller baby and smaller baby. I thought that was kind of stupid. But alright, fair enough. And I never get a Mexican girl pregnant because their vaginas are like shotgun barrels. You know what I mean? Like that shit just they hardly give out just one motherfucker. They got the spread. I'm sorry, man.
Vaguely racist.
It's getting racist.
All 5 of those shells gonna hit.
All 5 of those shells gonna get hit. Hopefully don't hit another Mexican. I think Hispanics should be grateful for white people. That's all. No, I mean like they speak Spanish now. You know what I mean? That's one of the most beautiful languages on earth. You ever hear the shit they were speaking before that? Really wasn't that beautiful, you know what I mean? Chichanitza, Tenochtitlan, just no, okay? Mexico, California, Florida's better. Alright, fuck that joke. I kinda wanna fuck a midget. But like I have to say midget, okay? Yeah. I'm not gonna say I wanna fuck a little person. Because it just sounds fucking weird. I want to fuck a little person. It just doesn't sound okay. But everyone deserves love, even the midges. How much time I got? I'm sorry, you can't make midgets angry because they have a very short temper. Women don't ever really stop talking, do they? Like I've never, like I watch like groups of girls talk, not because I'm a creep. I had to write a joke. Like I've never seen a group of women just like run out of things to say. Like I've never seen it happen. Because it happens with guys all the fucking time. You know what I mean? There comes a point you see a group of guys sitting there. There's gonna come a point where all this kind of look at each other, nod to each other, and speak those 2 essential words to confirm that the meetup is now over. Good shit. Good shit. There's no female good shit. It's just not. Like what? They don't all leave together either. It's just like because one of them like has to leave. Like just one of them leaves at a time, so that the rest of them can shit talk them behind their backs, and they just don't have the same community hive mind that we have. I had something about bees and hives and honey, but I can't remember that shit now. It was deep too. Bees and hives and honeys. It was so brilliant too. Like when you hear that shit, like damn, that was smart. That was bees and hives and honey. No, I can't remember it. How much time?
Like 3 minutes.
Alright, I know you all just want to get out of here, so I'll give my time back to the room. Thank you very much for your time. Sorry, Mr. Shorts. Good night.
Lenny! Let's give it up for Lenny, guys! I don't even care if he walks in right now. That was our headliner. I'm going to end our show. Thank you guys so much for coming. Let me know how you paid afterward. Clean up your trash and bring your ass back. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Check out Fanatic Salon on Thursdays and Fridays. Shannon will be there. My voice got broken. I love you guys. I love this room. I'm Sam. You can find me here or on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. Let's shout out Luke behind the computer.
Yeah.
Sam and Luke tonight.
Ow.
We did it.
Sam, what happens if people think you're funny?
If
You might
people
just
say
be.
you're funny.
If people, hey. I know my fucking shit. Like, shut the fuck up. I know, and I was thinking, like, you don't know if that was part of our bit. We could have had a bit, right? And that could have been the delivery, right? Like a comedic pause. And you could have fucking ruined that shit. And you know how I know that? Because I did that your first set, and I think about it all the time. He was like one of those things where it's like rhetorical, and I shouted it out, and he was like, you know, but he was really sweet about it. If you think you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. Follow us on LA School of Comedy. Yeah. Give us your money, give us your time, because it's the same thing. One time it's in New York, I don't know. Let's get this show off the road. We love you, LA.